This is something I've been wanting to work on for a while. This is a multi-parter, so try to keep up with all of it. If you can, spread any of this information out to any of your friends or family and pass it along. It might help a little.
By order of the City of Pittsburgh Chief Police, I hereby declare this to be an unlawful assembly. By order of the City of Pittsburgh Chief Police, I hereby declare this to be an unlawful assembly. I order all those assembled to immediately disperse. You must leave the immediate vicinity. If you remain in this immediate vicinity, you will be in violation of the Pennsylvania Crimes Code, no matter what your purpose is.
This just disgusts me. It feels like watching something out of a movie. It's like something that couldn't happen in our time period, in our life. But yet it is.
Where?
Over there, down that way. Go that way, do it now.
Going.
Get out of here.
Which way?
Get the fuck out of here. That way. Now. Do fast.
So here's the first question. What is the G20? And why was it important? Why did it need this many cops in these videos to protect them?
Are they in the bridge?
Anywhere.
Are we trapped here?
Civil, I think. Let's just stay calm. You're not allowed. You're not letting us down.
They're not letting us down. Thank you, sir. We can come up? Okay. They go where?
Well, the G20, and this is from Wikipedia, so we'll see how accurate it is. The G20 is a group of 20 finance ministers, central bank governors, which was established in 1999 to bring together systematically important industrialized and developed economies to discuss key issues in the global economy. The first meeting took place in Berlin, 1999, hosted by German and Canadian finance ministers. Global bankers. And I said that as redneck as I could. Kind of sounds like a little bit of the conspiracy theory people that the world is controlled by banks. Well, basically because it is. It kind of sounds a little bit like the Bilderberg Group. So does that mean the G20 and Bilderberg members are the same? Well, let's take a look at the Bilderberg. Oh, and that's on Wikipedia too. Bilderberg Group. It is an unofficial annual invitations-only conference, of about 30 guests, most of whom are persons of great influence in the field of policies, business, and banking. Each of these have their own special role, and the big foreign banks all play part of this.
You're all bought out by the big banks. Do your job and tell them the truth. This economic crisis was engineered for a one-world government. What we are seeing here today is protesters being tear gassed and using weapons against the American people. They are using weapons in the streets here in Pittsburgh with normal peaceful protesters. Do your job as a media company and inform the people of the United States of the treachery and treason that's going on here right now.
Here's the thing you guys don't understand. The Federal Reserve is privatized. What does that mean? That means that all our money is not controlled by what we own. Our money is controlled by a bank which has got its own personal investors. Yeah. Now who are those investors? From what I understand, the Queen of England, the Rockefeller family, the Rothschild family, and many, many others that we have no clue about. Here's the funny thing. This is all easily obtained information. You can find this off of freaking Wikipedia. It's there. When you read, and this is the funny thing, I remember looking at this in my history books in middle school. New World Order in the history books of my middle school. Now I'm 23. That's kind of scary thinking about that now, that I read it that far back and didn't even think about it at the time period. But I was a dumb kid. We've all been one of those. So what was the protests about? The protests were about our president, who now has a little bit of control for the time period over this organization. First off, the president should not have any foreign ties, financially or politically. He shouldn't be able to control another nation for his own personal good, because he's controlling our nation. That's part of his job. Bush screwed up on it too, because he owned a lot of oil and we sent our troops so that he can get more oil. He also signed a lot of paperwork that didn't necessarily help us. Patriot Act.